there by Shane Douglas.
With the leather strap.
Michael Shane catches the super kick dead on purpose.
Enough already.
Come on.
Repeated shots with that leather belt.
Corporal punishment match. What is it? Since you're so fond of straps and beating hides and taking skin off of me, and I say we take a whole bunch of leather, and I say we hang it from the ropes, and I say we take paddles, and I say we take boards, and I say we take weapons, and we hang them from the ropes, Michael Shane. And I say we make it legal to use those weapons, Michael Shane. And I say, Michael Shane, at the end of that match, you will say uncle, you will cry franchise, you will beg mercy, and you will say, please, Shane Douglas, let me live. Let me live one more day.
Tonight, Shane Douglas, I'm going to take care of you once and for all. I'm going to take you down. Tonight, Shane Douglas, your sunset is going down, and mine is rising.
I will decide your fate. Corporal punishment match. Michael Shane, me and you. Get ready, punk. It's going to be a long, long night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a corporal punishment match. About to make his way to the ring, being accompanied by Tracy. This is Michael Shane.
Last Wednesday night, a case of the teacher Shane Douglas winning the battle, but losing the war to the students Michael Shane and Tracy. And that post-match beatdown, it was just an old-fashioned whipping as these youngsters, Shane and Tracy, used a leather belt, a leather strap on their former mentor, Shane Douglas, to drive home the point that the new franchise, that faction, is dead, Don.
It's over, Mike. Completely over. Be careful what you wish for, because you might get it.
And here's the opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 248 pounds. He is the franchise, Shane Douglas.
If you question what impact did the leather strap beatdown have on Douglas, on our syndicated Explosion show, he claimed that Michael Shane and Tracy have awakened a sleeping giant. And isn't it appropriate that the former school teacher, Shane Douglas, is looking to gain revenge in a corporal punishment match? Leather belts, wooden paddles are legal to use on your opponent.
I would say that Shane Douglas has a definite experience edge, not just from the years he's been wrestling, but just from the weapons that can be used and that are legal in this match.
Again, use the weapons, either the leather straps, the wooden paddles, but you win the match by a basic wrestling rule, either pin or submission.
You can see, though, those are long straps on these, on the straps and the paddles, so that you can use them far into the ring. It's not something that you have to catch somebody just at that side, Mike. Oh, good move there by Shane Douglas, and he just takes him right over. Here he goes.
Quick high hip toss takeover by Douglas, and the reverse stuffed off into the side head scissors by Shane. Sweeps the leg, goes for the quick cover.
Oh, these guys are going at it.
Quick leg sweep by Shane Douglas on Michael Shane, and both men going for the pin here in the first minute of this matchup. I'm surprised that they would even go for the pin when you can use the leather straps, when you can use the wooden paddles.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, you can't take your eye off your opponent right now at this point to try to grab one of those, or he'll take it over and get the pin real quick, and then the embarrassment comes in. They're going to weigh each other out right here, but when they get an opportunity, they'll use it. Keep your eye on Tracy right there. Shane Douglas doesn't have her in his side like he's had her in the past.
Don, have to get your thoughts as well about the incredible announcement, the huge news at the top of the program, the new Impact show coming to Fox Sports Net.
Oh, Mike, today, you know, we've been here since the inception of NWA TNA, and this is what you work for. This is so exciting to be rewarded with this, and I can't tell you, it's just, since I've heard about it, it's all I can think about. And I don't know about you, buddy, but it's great to be working with you and great to be a part of Impact.
Feelings are mutual, and the pin attempt off the suplex by Michael Shane, but only able to get a 2 count on Douglas.
I'll tell you what, these guys know each other so well, and you know, what I thought was going to be a little bit slower pace. It's just come out one thing right after the other.
And Douglas working on the arm of Shane, hammerlock position. At the same time, neutralizing his opponent, wearing him down. I'm guessing in an effort, after you wear him down, to be able to use one of the weapons on him.
Oh yeah, you've got to find the opportunity where the other person's defenseless, and then you have full access to the paddles and the straps. And right now, neither one of them have seen that opening, but Shane Douglas looking mighty impressive out here. As Michael Shane, a lot of people look at him, he's always so cocky, he's young, he held the X Division belt longer than anybody.
And that open hand slap to his former mentor in the new franchise may have really lit the fire under Shane Douglas.
Well, I think it was a good move on Michael Shane's part, because once you get someone that mad, they're going to make mistakes, and Michael Shane knows that about Shane Douglas, but Shane Douglas just letting him have it with the elbow.
Maybe that's Michael Shane's way to try and even up this huge experience edge that Douglas has against him.
But Shane Douglas is having none of it. You can see right here as he's grabbing one of the wooden paddles, and there's Tracy. Oh, man, look at this. Shane Douglas just giving him this look. Look at that look at his face.
But then he elbowed
right into Tracy.
He took Michael Shane over the top, and she crashed into Tracy.
You can almost tell that Shane Douglas, you know, like we talked about, they know each other so well. It's almost like he knew that's what they were going to try, and he let them do it. And he set them up instead of them setting him up.
Asking the crowd here at the Asylum about breaking the neck of Michael Shane. That's really
he meant that figuratively instead of literally, but
that's really how bitter and how personal this situation has evolved as Shane goes chest first into the steel.
Right into the rail right there. And there you see Shane Douglas getting, just took the water, spit it right back in his face, just humiliating him right here. Just total dominance. Shane Douglas is teaching the student right now, Mike.
Yeah, teacher having his way with the student. Face first into the steel.
And he's getting a lesson
now.
Oh, look at this. There's Shane Douglas just pulling back.
Looks like he was trying to rearrange the face of Michael Shane that time.
One thing he did do was neutralize Tracy, because she's been knocked out over here when he threw Michael Shane over the rail. But Michael Shane makes the comeback.
Fights back, sends Shane Douglas face first into the steel ring steps.
Michael Shane's got to find some way to get the momentum, and maybe that's what it'll do, because Shane Douglas has been relentless.
Michael Shane off the ring steps. Caught in mid-move by the wily veteran Douglas, and he power-bombed him. One fluid movement right down to the floor.
I'll tell you what, though, and you can see, though, that it somehow might have caught Shane Douglas' shoulders. You can see him kind of holding that left arm a little limp right there. But
think about the match last week.
Good point.
It was the total focus of Michael Shane's offense to work on the injured shoulder of Shane Douglas. We had mentioned about, as we see Douglas rolling in to go for the cover, and Shane gets a 2 count before he kicks out with Michael Shane.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, we had mentioned how when you're in a faction, you know everyone's weaknesses in that group. So if there comes a time when you split up, that's certainly a disadvantage. We saw it last week, and maybe that shoulder was re-injured.
Well, you could tell when Shane Douglas, who saw what Michael Shane was going to do, Michael Shane kind of telegraphed it, and he couldn't quite grab him firmly.
Tracy up on the apron, speaking of distractions, and she distracts the referee, Rudy Charles, as Michael Shane is able to continue his abuse of the shoulder of Shane Douglas.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's glad Tracy's out there right now. She's come in twice. And helped him out as you can see right there, he's working right back. You said it, Mike.
Pretty obvious, isn't it?
Right back at that shoulder. And he's got one of the straps right now, and they are legal. And you can just hear it. Another one. It's going to become a point of how many of those can you take?
Similar to what we saw 1 week ago with the leather strap beatdown. Now it's legal, and he's got Douglas, and he's hanging him over the top rope, and at the same time, he's got the leather strap wrapped around that injured arm and shoulder.
Oh, what a move there by Michael Shane. He saw that Shane Douglas was favoring it again. He went right back for it, and look at that, pulling on that left arm with the leather strap.
Of course,
shrewd move.
Douglas telling us that he had injured the shoulder several years ago in an ECW match. And obviously, this is something that Michael Shane knows. He knows about the weakness, and he goes right back to the offensive. Double sledge off the top, directed to the shoulder.
It was like when Shane Douglas came out, he wasn't thinking about it. He couldn't. He went right for him. But once it got hurt, Michael Shane picked up right on it, and man, he's been relentless.
Douglas trying to fight back. Series of right hands. The shortcut by Michael Shane.
Trying to elbow Shane Douglas right there. He's caught him.
Heated shots with the elbow by Michael Shane.
Oh, what a move by Shane Douglas. He's pulled back on the neck.
Snaps the neck as he comes out of the corner of Shane. Both men down, center of the ring. Referee Rudy Charles puts in the count. Tracy pounding on the ring apron, trying to get her man Michael Shane back up to his feet first. Looks like actually Shane Douglas back up first, but Michael Shane there. Shane able to avoid the punches, comes back. Series of right hands to the top of the head.
I'll tell you what, though, you can see that he's one-armed right there. He's throwing the rights and the left. He can barely get it up. And you see him grabbing the hair there with the left hand.
And back out to the middle of the ring for the inverted atomic drop. And now it's a chance for a little bit of leather strap justice from the teacher, Shane Douglas, whipping the back of Michael Shane.
Oh, he's catching him too, and you know. Oh, gosh, what that feels like, especially after the back gets sweaty, and it's just like a knife digging in you every time.
You hear that response from the TNA Asylum crowd with every time he strapped him with a leather whip, then shoots him off into the rope and clotheslines him with the leather strap.
No, I'll tell you what, man, that was set him right up for it, the experience, and here he goes.
He's going to go for the belly to belly.
He's got him.
Got it. Here's the pin.
1, 2.
Keep your eye on Tracy.
Oh, what a move by Tracy, getting the foot on the rope just in time. Oh.
Shane Douglas just got in a free shot on Tracy.
Hey, she wants to get in there. There he goes. 2. Did he get it?
No. Douglas kicked out at 2.
Oh, what a blow there by Douglas as he just leveled Shane.
Again, Tracy up on the apron with the wooden paddle. From behind, Michael Shane, the double sledge. Now Tracy holds Shane Douglas. Going to set up for a super kick. Stop.
Oh,
back heel trap. Here we go.
2. He got it.
The winner of the match, Shane Douglas.
The interference, the attempted interference of Tracy backfires. And Shane Douglas, the teacher, scores the pin and the victory over Michael Shane. And how about this?
Oh, getting a little justice right there. Now he pulls her over. Gonna go to try to paddle her, and you see Michael Shane coming. Now Shane Douglas fails. He got his victory. The teacher taught the student. Bad shoulder and all. He took advantage of the opportunities. Mike, he's got the win.
The years of experience of the teacher, Shane Douglas, pays off as he gets the win over Michael Student. Wait a minute. I hear Conan has tracked down Vince Russo. Scott Hudson's on the scene. Goes